Hey there, Maple Nuts. In this video, we're gonna talk about arborvitaes. This kind, emerald green. Usually at this time of the year, you are going to see a lot of brown inside this tree. You see that? You see that? And a lot of people tend to freak out during this time. They're asking online, on social media, on looking for on Google and looking on Reddit, what is wrong with their tree. And there could be something wrong with the tree, but in order to find out if something is really wrong with your tree, is by really looking at it very deep, okay? So together we are going to find out if there's something wrong with my arborvitae. All right, guys, so what you want to do is you open up your tree right here, like that. You see that? And immediately you're gonna find all this brown material here. But there's a way to tell if this is a normal thing on the tree or if you have problems with your tree. Like, do you see that right there? That's new growth. Okay. Check the main leader. It's very important. You see that right there? That's new growth from the main leader. As you keep moving up, you see that? New growth. Right there, new growth. You see that? So even though my tree is brown on the inside, I know that the reason why it's brown on the inside because it's shedding, and it does that. All right, look at that. Okay, so we close the tree back up a little bit, and it actually has a whole lot of this brown stuff. Look at this stuff. You guys see that? Right? No need to be alarmed about that. Guys, there are dozens, if not hundreds, of different type of varieties that kind of look about this same way, okay? This is not the only one, right? And they all do the same thing. So if you see new growth, your tree is fine. I'm gonna go and check on that one and see what's going on here. Let's open up the canopy here at the bottom. Give you a better view. You see that? No growth. Look at that. No growth right there. Okay, let's keep moving up. Look at that. From the one of the main leaders. Let's check really deep. Let's go really deep here. See what we can find. Let's go ahead and kind of like break off all this dead material here. And look, that's no growth right there. Look at that. Right? As long as you're seeing new growth, that means that the branch itself is not dead, guys. Look at that right there from the leader. This is the leader branch right here. Look at that. Okay. All right, so this tree is fine, it's healthy. And we're gonna check on this skinny guy. All right, the reason why this tree is skinnier is because it gets way less sun than these puppies right here, okay? Eventually what's gonna happen is this tree is gonna be skinnier, but it's gonna grow higher, okay? Making a less quality of a tree eventually. And I know that, and I'm okay with it, guys. You know, it is what it is. Versus these ones are gonna grow fatter, and they're gonna remain a little bit shorter because they don't need to grow up to search for the sun. They have plenty. The reason why is because my son goes from here and does that. Right now it's sitting here somewhere, right? Eventually the sun is gonna hit these trees, and it's gonna hit it for just a couple of hours. So this tree gets way less sun than these right here. Let's go ahead and zoom in on this. From the leader branch, we have new growth. Let's go ahead and to the lower level of the tree. Look at that. From the leader branch, or from the main trunk actually. Look at that. So we're good, right? Let me check the higher portion of the tree right here. It barely got any. Look at that on the tip. But as you work your way down, you start getting those. So let's just go ahead and look around this area right here. I can see it right there. You see that? Right there? That's new growth. So the branch isn't dead, guys. That's what you want. You want your branch not to be dead, because if there was something wrong with the tree would not be putting new growth at all, okay? If you guys see new growth coming out from the inside of the tree, along with all that brown material there, then you'll find you are fine. Don't freak out, your tree will be fine. However, if you guys do not see new growth on your tree, this is the time where you should probably plan ahead. Most likely your tree is dying. Most likely your tree is even dead and you don't know it. The thing about these arborvitaes and most conifers is that by the time that you actually see something wrong with your tree, it's already too late, guys. It is already too late. These trees are, I want to call them a little bit in the sensitive side. You have to water them. You cannot overwater them. You also have to keep in mind where you're putting them. The soil has to drain. If it doesn't drain well, it will die, okay? Now, if you were not to see any new growth inside this tree, there's one other thing that you can do. Check the bottom of the tree. If the bottom of the tree looks pretty green, then there's a chance that you might be okay. Because when you see browning of a tree from the inside out, that's usually a sign that is being overwatered and you have root rot in the root system. What other signs of overwater can you see on a tree? Not only the tree dies from the inside out, but also from the bottom up. So that is why I suggest, if you start seeing this type of thing, check for new growth. If you don't see any new growth, also inspect the bottom. If you see that the bottom is okay, there's a chance that you might be okay and you don't need to freak out, okay? Now, the other way around would be underwatered, right? Or heat stress. That would be from the point of the tree, right? And it's gonna work its way down. Your tree is giving up limbs, right? In order to protect itself, because it doesn't have enough water for the entire tree. So it's gonna start giving up the tip, right? And it's gonna start giving up the outside, all the tips of the leaf. That's where it's going to start drying out, when there is lack of water or too much heat. All right? So maple nuts, I hope that you guys learned something today. If you have any question, please post them in the comment section below. Other than that, I got nothing else for you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay naughty, my friends.